I've never subscribed to any of the like not paying running backs, not drafting running backs.
Like they're all the same.
Well, but I mean, it's like, why would you not take like it's like right now in free agency, you're buying a back that you know absolutely can handle the entire playbook, can do everything that's asked of a running back at the NFL level, run the rock downhill, have the ability to speed to bounce it outside.
And you're talking about any of the top 3 or 4.
Yeah, I mean, you're not just drafting a guy that is a good player. I mean, you're drafting a guy that you know what you're getting in pass protection, you know what you're getting in play style in terms of where he can and can't run the football, whether he can catch it out of the backfield. You know exactly what you're buying, and you're buying it literally. We're talking about half the money that you pay Laramie Tunsil a year. You're talking about slightly over half the money that you pay Titus Howard every year. I mean, you're talking about, like, it's not, I don't know. Like, I just, it's hard for me in the world of the NFL where quarterbacks are making $50 to $60 million sooner rather than later to go, yeah, I'm a year, but I'll take him at 8. I don't want that running back at 11 per year, but I'll take him at 8.5. Like, I mean, this is a guy that touches the football. You know, when you're talking about Derrick Henry, you're talking about these top 3 guys: Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, and Josh Jacobs. You're talking about a guy that, I mean, you would like, I mean, to touch the football no fewer than 25 times a game. I mean, if you want to give him a break and you don't want to tear the tread off the tires.
And you're talking about in the running and passing game.
Yeah, I'm talking about all of it. Catching the ball. I'm talking about catching it and running it. You're talking about a guy that 25 potential touches a game, and in games that matter, in like big time ball games that matter. I mean, it may be 30 plus. Hell, with Derrick Henry, he ain't never been scared to tote it 30 plus times in a game. I mean, you're talking about a guy that is going. The play is going to be designed to get him the football at a 30 to 40, maybe even up close to 50% of the snaps in a ball game. And we're talking about, we're talking about a difference in $8.5 million to $10 million. Like, what are we doing? Like, I've just never been in that, I guess, the belief that's, if you got a guy that changes the game, if you've got a guy that can play 3 downs, that you trust in every bit of pass protection, he can catch the rock out of the backfield, he's a threat at midfield, he's a threat in 3rd and short, he's a threat inside the 5-yard line. Hell, I watched a highlight reel of Saquon Barkley. He's catching go routes. He's running go routes down the sideline versus defenders and catching the ball over the outside shoulder like a receiver. You know exactly what you're getting, and he's been successful at the NFL level doing it. Like, paying that guy to play football for you, I've never understood the thought of like, oh, well, you can get one cheap. Guess what? Hell, the 49ers got a quarterback cheap. Last pick in the draft. Does that mean everybody should go do it? I mean, it's just like you found Arian Foster here in Houston.
Go find Brady.
Luckier than hell, right? That's how you should approach the running back world. I mean, it's just like I've just had a really difficult time with that conversation because I can't even get remotely close to it.
And to everything you're saying, and then when you add on the fact of this is the time in which you do it if you're an organization that has $67.5 million available for you and you don't have to pay your quarterback. Like, his extension won't kick in for 4 years. This is the time, right?
Yeah.
On the rookie deal. This is the time to go do it. And I'll say this to Tyler, who was on this. Like, one of the biggest holes on the roster is running back. One of the biggest issues on the team on offense last year was the offensive line and the run game together. Like, Devin Singletary wasn't good enough. Doesn't scare anybody. He's a good player, good backup. He doesn't scare anybody. You have This is the time. I could see it if CJ was making $50 million and Will Anderson was making, 25 or whatever. I could see, all right, maybe we got to pull some things around and swing some things around. And some places we got to take out and maybe running backs not as you can bring in Saquon Barkley or Derrick Henry or Josh Jacobs, and their contracts will be up before you even got to pay CJ.
What did the Texans just pay Robert Woods? $7 million per?
I thought it was 15.
But it was over 2.
Robert Woods?
Robert Woods was 15 over 2 years, right? It was 7 a year, wasn't it?
Maybe.
Well, don't you tell me that. I'm liable to lose my damn.
I don't know why.
Cool over here at 550.
I thought it was more than that. Let me check.
But I mean, you get my point. The point is, I'm pretty sure it's 7.5.
Yeah, 2 years, 15.
Yeah, so you pay Robert Woods.
He got a $10 million signing bonus.
Robert Woods $7.5 million. Nobody checked up once. Not one person was like, "Whoa, Robert Woods $7.5 million." But you talk about Saquon Barkley or Derrick Henry or a running back at 10 or 11, and it's like, oh, hell no, I wouldn't do it. I don't know why anybody ever pay. What? Like, what? I mean, you pay Laramie Tunsil, who when you paid Laramie Tunsil, and look, I'm going to make sense of it. You pay. What does Laramie Tunsil make per year?
His cap hit this year will be $25 million, but it's that's what his cap hit is, $25 million this year.
Let's call it $25 million. Let's call it what we call it $20+ million. You'll pay Laramie Tunsil, who is arguably the best pass blocking left tackle in the game. But you knew when you signed him, he wasn't going to be physical in the run game. You knew what he brings to the table from a leadership standpoint and the kind of play, the way he attacks the offseason and the week through. You knew exactly, and you $20-some-odd million. Nobody check up. Cool, good with it. But let a back hit the market that in a 6-year career has averaged damn near 100 yards a game. Now I'm good. It's a running back position. You can find them elsewhere. I don't understand.